It's a fair bit of risk that I've taken. We've got bananas coming out of our you know, ultimately we run out of money. They've even made a handle for it. Whoa, what's that for? We've got bigger plans with this farm than just the growing of rice. There's a massive choice of water tanks. It's like ridiculous, to be honest.
warranty
แล้วเนื้อตัวนี้มันจะไม่ละเอียดเท่าพวกแก่นแท้อันนี้ไม่เป็นแก่นสีทรายธรรมดาพวกนี้
อ๋อได้แล้ว
Success. 2 water tanks. 5,500 baht each. We need the tank for the house to be constantly full up, whereas the tank for the farm can run empty and then be filled up again the next day. It doesn't matter. Galung galung. Sawadee cap. It's okay, my mate. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hello, I know. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? It looks so much prettier with a bit of water in the canal. It's a huge difference. We're not going to fill it right up. The problem we have is it's a lot deeper this side than it is up that end. So at the very end of that canal, it's literally bone dry. But down here, it's probably about 1 metre deep. I'll let the water run for one more day today, and then we'll turn it off. Anna planted some sweet corn down here about maybe 1 week ago, and look at how quickly it grows. You see how big it is? This, when she first planted it, they were down there, and in a week, that's the beauty of the rainy season in Thailand. You get a lot of sunshine still this time of year, but then you also get this heavy rainfall. Granted, not as much this year as I keep harping on about, and that's why when you plant anything in Thailand during this part of the year, it just grows so well. It's astonishing, it really is. We've got bananas coming out of our arses. I'm sure that there are things that we can grow that will be profitable, but that's not our main intention with this piece of land. We've got other plans for it, and I'm not really going to go into those plans on a video at such an early date, because I don't want to be one of those people who shouts aloud these grand plans and then nothing comes to fruition. No pun intended. All I will say is that the farm has to be at a certain point before we can begin to even think about what we want to do with it eventually. And we're nowhere near there yet. Bird's nest. They've even made a handle for it. Whoa, what's that for?
I think they hang like this.
But why, what the hell's this under here? Why is it in like...
Make you they stand up there where they're
That's
sleeping.
so clever. It's cool, we should put it somewhere so some other birds use it.
Yeah.
This has fallen down from here. Very tall bamboo. My God, that's heavy, that. Is it a viable option to move here as I did at 41 and actually to stay here for the foreseeable future? And I've got to be honest, there's a fair bit of risk that I've taken. It's what I call acceptable risk. It's not risk that is, you know, like going to the casino and putting it all on black. there's not a downside that I can see to this. It's not like either it works and it's a success, or it fails and I'm in the shit. Bridge is still going strong. The risk that this doesn't work out and, you know, ultimately we run out of money and we're not able to generate a big enough income from this farm and from this venture to sustain us here. The reality of what we're doing here is that we won't actually need very much money to sustain us from month to month once we're living here. It's slightly different at the moment because we're renting a house in the city, and obviously that brings its own expenses. That is avocado that we've started growing. Not sure if that's going to make it or not. The way we've set this property up is that it's completely off grid. So there is no electricity bill every month. There is no water bill. Obviously there's no rent. We've paid off the house in full with savings, so there is no mortgage payments to meet. Also in Thailand, there's no such thing as council tax on a property that you own or that you live in. And then we've got pineapple as well here. Again, I don't know whether they'll make it. Although maybe those two are looking okay. Don't know. The bugs have been at this, whatever this is. We could choose to live quite frugally. We could live off the land to a degree. Yes, we need to pay for things like petrol in the car, road tax for the vehicle, you know, and motorbikes and this kind of thing, and, you know, food shopping. There's always going to be bills to pay. But if we really wanted to, we could live off a very small amount of money. But I don't want to do that. That's not the life that I want. So we do have plans for this farm that extend way into the future, and I'm not really comfortable going into what those plans are just yet because it's early doors, you know, it's early doors. Here is the drainage pipe for the plunge pool that I was searching for a while ago. You can see how low it is from the house, how much of a job that would have been. Obviously this needs to be cleaned thoroughly, but you can see kind of where it's going. The guys were here with a digger yesterday, sorting this whole area out. So as part of that, they found this. This is just about finished upstairs. The plot of land we have here, we could have easily incorporated a house with just the same amount of space that we've got here in something on just one level. It would have been a larger footprint, you know, but we could easily have done it, and it would have been cheaper actually. It's always more expensive building an upstairs But part of the reason we wanted that, it was two reasons. We wanted to have a view out across our farm, and we wanted to make the most of the breeze that comes through, being, you know, just a few meters higher off the ground. And we get that breeze from all sides of the house. We've got another small balcony in the guest bedroom. And again, this gets a really nice breeze. This is the bedroom. We've got the sliding door that goes into the dressing room. Should we see the balcony? Come on. It's a lovely view from out here, the mountain. They've cleared this whole area. They found that drainage pipe for the pool, which is just below us there. They've cleared up all this as well. I don't know what will be growing down there.